This day 1689 of Elul. The only day we do your Choshen Mishpat, Siman Reis Samech, Sif Daled through Yud. If within that wall, if you find objects which will fill the entire wall and they're very rusty, chokin. They divide up. The person who finds it from the outside, and the person who lives on the inside. Note that motzi mechza, the finder takes half, or bais mechza, or bais takes half. Feeling to chaticha chasurucha mikotz, a kotz, you find one piece which is long enough, stretches from end to end. Came on the loni from one side of the wall to the other side. Came lonik armuna mitzad, pimin tzachutz. It's not clear if it was put there from the outside, the inside. Chol divide up. Then abayim chalok zakav the bayim of no chazak on this. Therefore, in such a suffix moment, they definitely divided up 50-50. That is from the Sma. Even the entire wall is inclined to one side. So, we don't say it's on the higher place. And roll down to the lower place. It changes the whole because it's not definitive proof. If you can tell by looking at it from which side it came, you go after the fact that it seems to come from the inside, the outside. When is it true when you divide up? With a piece of fabric or a piece of metal. It's not demonstrable from which side it came. But if you have a knife or a wallet or something like that, it indicates which side it came. If the handle of the knife and the belt of the wallet are towards the outside, finally on the outside. Belongs to the finder. If it's on the inner half of the wall, it still belongs to the finder. If they're facing inwards, you can face towards the outer side of the wall. Even the wallet or the knife was towards the outside. The wallet itself or the blade of knife. When it was true, it's on the inner half. It's well bias. How many times it says? There's an air there, we time that belongs to his father. But if he concedes it's a found object, it belongs to the person who found it. The chutzner was not an acquisition for him, as we said. It's only if the hole is open on both the inside and the outside. But if it's open on one side, and close the other side, a double poach and shocking outside and foolish, it's clear to go to the side which the hole is open. This must have been a prevalent occurrence in the old days, because I don't know, I never heard of such a thing in our day and age. And the Baruch HaShulchan is marich on it. And he was hidden in a person's jurisdiction based on his house. His yard, his field, Matefo, his attic, Rifto, his barn, Gago, his roof. Doesn't look like a treasure which is left from many previous generations. It belongs to house owner. The person finds it a touch. I feel double change but simon. Even sometimes says the simon, yes, talking about rosa, and you can fix the situation by renouncing it. The Baba give a simon. Nevertheless, it's right now, so basically it's safeguarded. And we assume that the owner put it deliberately. But you shouldn't touch it. It's not a place it's safeguarded. Each one will see. The Ba'abais lives in this yard with neighbors. And it's an area of the Chotzer where the other residents have permission to use it with the Ba'abais. If it's rusty to the point that it's clear that it was left there before the neighbors came, the Ba'abais belongs to the owner. If not, each shocking can say it's mine. There's a contradiction. They divide up. None of them are more chazak than the other one. If they don't have any hold on it, whoever bests the other people bets them. Each person can compel his friends to take a shvua. But the finder should not touch it. So the Chavedas is not found as a lost object. Is found as a lost object, then he has a simon, takes an announcement. If it remains simon, there's no simon, belongs to him, he's part of a simon race on a base, so he'll come back to it. If the chutzner is rented out to others, the ba'abais ain't no dormab. Ba'abais did not live with them. Friday ain't ba'abais. It definitely doesn't matter. The ba'abais shachal belongs to the renters. The zelk shadayin dorm shem is still living there. And when I tell you Yatzukum Mechatz, if they all left the courtyard, Yatzukum Kechad, if they left all together, Reikumo Kulam Dorim Bo. Then as if they're all living there still. If they left one after the other, Reish Lachim belongs to the last one. Chaim Dor Shem Azder Chazos, they lived there in sequence. Reza Shasor Lachim belongs to the last renter. The previous ones left there, Vade Chipsu Bodku. They certainly sought and checked, but took out the house everything which belonged to them. One of them is got to have forgotten this object. It's easier to assume it was the last person who was not so concerned to check like the people preceding him, who were more concerned to check, and they should have or the person who comes afterwards should not take them. It comes after not take it. Some say it's zero rock with it's only started there's no simon. Came in the chain takuna bachroza, says there's no takuna to announce it. Yes, enough close bachron that it's easier to assume it's the last person. Saying with there is simon, you call his body the achroza, and can determine it by announcing it. It's better to announce it. All this is something where it didn't get rusty. That goes to Shri. The email chalula got rusty, ain't no show so ain't no show abais. Doesn't belong to the tenants, it belongs to the Babais. Once he wrote that it belonged to the last renter. The last one is a non-Jew. It belongs to the person who found it. That's the Torah. It's interesting. It says in parentheses anos and in brackets a goy. So I don't know who censored it. They just say anos, a bandit, and who put back a censorship that say goy. But I'm not sure if it's true. Because if it belongs to a guy, because Kiddush Hashem, we return the Avedis of a guy. So therefore, I don't think that I think that whoever changed it from Anos to guy is not necessarily correct in this case. There's a guy, you should give back to him as Kiddush Hashem. For to understand, the fact we give Avedis to guy and back on Kiddush Hashem means not that it's an extra special good thing to do, but it means this is what we're supposed to do. Kiddush Hashem is the default assumption of what a Jew is supposed to do in this world. It's not icing on the cake. It's the cake itself. And because you find small things like coins and cracks, nooks and crannies. In the in a manner that's possible that would not have been found by the last person checking. We can't say if it came from the last person. It's more likely that they looked and they didn't find it, and they gave up. Belongs to the person who finds it. This is a scenario. There's no if it's a Ba'abais live with them or not. Maybe the Ba'abais remained by himself after the neighbors left. Nevertheless, his house and his domain did not acquire for him. Yisrael said the object would never have been found because it hadn't seen base. If he made an inn out of his house for non-Jews. Or she rented 3 nachrim as once. It's also like an inn. He found a house of Reish Motzo that it belongs to the finder. I feel about Bais during Mohem. In the Bais lives with them. And even if somebody hit something they already gave up because he assumes that the non-Jews who came as guests found it. Even there were Jews in the inn as well. It belongs to the finder because we assume that whoever originally owned it gave up. If the guests or the tenants already left, and you found their objects, the chutz requires for the ba'abais. Interesting, I guess, because you assume to find lost objects in an inn. So he has das. But so the davar, that's in the sivas. So the davar is something which normally will be found. If not local was not see base. So he doesn't. So which is not only found, there would be no such expectation. Also, there's a plan in place where it's not mishtamer, so the chutz doesn't acquire it. It belongs to the person who finds it. It's also in the sivas. Vim asa put the crack is only in for Jews. Neitul machris. But David Shem Simon, you have to take it and announce it, so which is Simon, then it was Yoish, because I'm Simon Yoish on base. There's no use in that case. Shach, the kind of skill Shnei and Achim, Koshel Echad, Ain't the Mokum Shai Mutzim Sham. Also, we only had two guests, two goyim, and it's certainly only one. It's not going to be a place where the Rabbi Mutzim. And if it's his, he didn't give up hope. He says, look at Shach and see this. But it's something where you can say that the finder can say belongs to the tenants, to the guests in the hotel, belongs to the finder because we assume that they gave up hope. So Reuben is living in Shimon's house in Mauschar, and he's paying rent. If a deer which is broken and can't run, or birds which cannot fly into the house, or Shai and any other mitzvah above it shows kind of manner which the domain acquires it. They both acquire it. They like partners in Chatzar because he's paying him rent to stay there. It's a rental for even for a day is a sale. Zel das Rashi Barosh Varayberg Vamitzchirus. And we also practice Jewish Marami Ortenberg. Some say in terms of being zocher and a lost object, the tenant has no rights. Bakol maskir. Oh, it belongs to the landlord. Lo min schirus mimkar rakli no. Schirus for a day is only considered to be like a sale in terms of no. So that's a Rambam Salsham. And like Rambam says, it's a split Tosefta B'Matzia. Now the female she's bar sham the mizebel ein raya. Evidently that in Simon Gimel he's going to discuss this and say that fertilizer is not proof. And rhyme with the stuff there's no proof of the Tosefta. Kam shal chayim by chotzer also the student in house and chotzer. Chotzer shein attached kavua bo. In a yard in which there is no permanent, definitive usage, he only has the authority to use it for its unique use. Okay, I guess I'm not sure. I guess his Seicher doesn't have consistent use of it in some way, so he only has rishus for its usage which has been allocated to him. But the house which he used day and night, there he's a partner with the tenant landlord. The Rambam and the Beis says the about the chotzer and the other parts about the house. Those who say chotzer shuvim aim and tzir kona lahem, those who say chotzer shuvim does not acquire the tzir for either person. And the person who finds it acquires it. By the time needs the dafka time should be a mitzvah kachas zechel chaberu. With two people, specifically with two people pick up mitzvah together, each one acquires for himself and for his friend. Amachatzera sharachasi by the chotzer, which is one hand. V'hem shivas l'shem, and it's a hand which is in joint ownership of both of them. Lo kana lo zev lo zev. Neither one acquires it. Havikamuna lakabi kaka, it's like it's resting on the ground. It's like stays. In any case, not true. The chotzer kaka shtei yadayim. It's almost like two hands. For each person, shamash kiyad. If each person serves as his hand, she requires him for his friend. For a friend, is also chotzer as an aspect which is an agent. Certainly, two people make a chotzer, an agent. So the Hashem requires both of them. We're going to say the chotzer of shum yad. Look at Hashem. We're going to say the chotzer on account of its yad doesn't require for both of them. Yeshum chotzer leish. The chotzer leisha. The being discussed in Sim Reish and Gimel. And that there's a difference between a man and woman. I know simulation which is not part of our limud, and I don't have to while you're here with me. Lo mashu came here shas of great mashu even the shas and poiskin. Practice about the basa pay down and shikna shul mechavero sham shul bavatzia. Yinacher okay, we can't know. Not part of us. Yud. Fine. It's Rabbi Steve Gimel. He already explained the Koitzel Chodesh, new wall, Kohen Seshon, Tzapnim, Shabbat, Koitzel. Anything which found and the inside belongs to the owner of the wall. Because Kasu, it's under his jurisdiction. Shamisham Yesh Machles, Kodesh Shemech Shechesel Shenofa. Machles about a wall between two yards, which fell. Shamagam Habanim Shoshneim, where the place and the stones belong to both. Think, or Simon Kufnun Zain. If the entire place belongs to both of them, If one of the Baalei who found something in the wall can say it's his, because he has reshus in all of the entire wall, since they're partners, or each one owns half. Based on Mechzim, so we should also buy them. And whichever half it's found, belongs to that owner, not the other one. And he doesn't resolve this. Just in the brackets, Kenya, the Pusha, I enforce him, so it's a question to see if it's a mishpat. Seems to leave it just dangling. Okay, but that's it for today.